This is Old Cam.
And this is Not a Spring Chick, and today we're going to be talking about the consumer electronics industry and how the software
actually drives the purchase of hardware.
And when we talk about software, we're not only talking about, well, games, software, well,
Okay,
actually to determine what computer you buy, or movies.
That's right. I mean, if you, for years, basically the reason Apple isn't as good off as Apple could be because there's a limited amount of software you can actually buy for an Apple computer. PC.
That's right, because I would have loved to have gotten an Apple, but they didn't have as much software available. Of course, a lot of it's included already with Apple, but there wasn't as much made for it.
That's right. Whereas you can go, I can remember it wasn't that many years ago. Also, you could go into stores and there would be walls of software for PCs that no longer exist. So
it's true.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, forget Egghead. For many of you, you have no idea what Egghead is.
Yeah.
But even like Fry's or Costco, they don't have.
No.
Well, Fry's still has a bit, but Costco and even Best Buy have not, or Circuit City have nowhere near as much software as they used to.
That's right, because they phased it out. Because they found out that basically most of the people tend to hang with the software they have in their computers now, and if they want something else, here is a big part of online sales is software. Software for computers, software for games, and DVDs online is coming on strong. So, but that is software drives the consumer electronics industry in most areas. I mean, it's going to drive TV sales soon.
Well, you just made me think. I was over at Best Buy yesterday and I was talking to some of the managers. Okay, I do like Best Buy. And I found out that they are remodeling the stores, some of them, to compete with Guitar Center. And I thought, Guitar Center, why would they do that? And I thought, well, basically it has to do with margins. Because ever since Guitar Hero came out, Rockstar Band, there's been much more interest in musical instruments. And the margins are higher, so some of the Best Buy stores are actually being remodeled to incorporate a section like Guitar Center.
Yeah, so they can do, like I said, it's the software.
It's the software driving it.
Software driving it.
It's the capabilities of what something can do for you that makes you want to have it. Now, for example, like the digital copy is now available.
Digital copy, yeah. I mean, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, we have to test that. Sorry.
Yeah, we've got 3 things that basically has digital copies on them. And basically they were nice enough. 20th Century Fox has 3 of them.
First of all, what does digital copy mean to most of you that have no clue what it is?
Well, basically, digital copy is it's a copy on the DVD you're buying that allows you to download a copy from this DVD onto another device, such like an iPod Nano or something like that, and basically it means you can take the thing
or your computer
on your computer. Basically, it can make what you have, the DVD that you purchased. You can now take that copy with you, on a portable device. Where before, if you took it, basically you either had to download it from the internet, which took a while. And I've seen it work. I've seen the copies go, like to Windows Media Player, 4.5 minutes download from the DVD in your computer, which is a fast download. But they're hoping that will drive the sales up on HD DVDs, because this little added feature, which somewhat complicated to use because you have to have a password, you have to do this, you have to do that. But
I think it's one of those things that after you figure it out, it makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, once you've done it once. I mean, I do admit the man that was doing the demonstration couldn't remember the password.
Yeah, the passwords are important.
He had to call on the cell phone up to find out. He looked like a little guy, like the cat that had swallowed the mouse. What's the password? And he's trying, so that nobody. We got a room full of press. And he's, what's the password? And then he types it on the computer. But but they're hoping that this convenience will drive the sale of HD players, and the HD players will drive the sale of DVDs.
Well, the same thing goes with Blu-ray, because with Blu-ray, you don't buy a player, you get the player because you want to watch the movie.
That's right. And only certain movies I mean, okay, movies, there are more movies on HD available and DVD than there are on Blu-ray.
That's a challenge.
So they're trying to throw an army of stuff at the Blu-ray software, which is the DVDs, that will make you want to buy the Blu-ray unit. So it's like you buy game consoles today, not based upon actually the capabilities of the console, but the fact that maybe you can get Winds of War on one or Guitar Hero on another.
Well, because part of it is I had thought previously that all the games were all on Xbox and the PSPs, but they're not, or PlayStation.
We have Activision, we have Nintendo, we have Xbox, we have PS3s, and and each one of them has their own little niche that they don't, games developed, by like Electronic Arts specifically for certain boxes. I mean, Xbox has things that are their own little prime area. If you want to play that software, you need to buy that box. And all the boxes...
It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg?
The boxes are actually, for most part, sold at a loss because they make the money off of software. I mean, PS3 has lost like $3 billion, the Blu-ray PS3. But they're counting on making all of that up on people buying the software this next Christmas. They're hoping that say like Nintendo is starting to go backwards because everybody that's got Nintendos has got Nintendos.
But they still have all the games and all those extra devices.
They got all the games. Nintendo is more of a play console than it is, like Xbox, PS3. Those are the serious gamers. But
yeah,
Nintendo is for the thing.
Gamers.
Like you can sit there and play things with your children with a Nintendo, which basically they've got that little niche market all to themselves. But
it's rated E for everyone.
But they would like to move out. They would also like to expand the area, but the software designed for the PS3 and the Xbox basically are designed specifically for them, and they pay for that exclusivity. And if you want to buy certain software, you got to buy the console to play it. That's why in the consoles, and also, like I said, it does drive the console sales because a lot of the software for the consoles has to be played with peripheral material added to the console, and it is the add-ons to the consoles.
Well, that brings us, of course, to today's update, which of course is the Microsoft Xbox and the relationship with Netflix.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a perfect example because
it's
just as Sony looks like it's getting ahead with the PS3 and the Blu-ray, Xbox
signs a thing with Netflix because they're hoping that the fact that they have an Xbox and all of this software being the downloadable DVDs, the downloadable from the internet, will be funnel people to the Xbox then. And what is it, Roku, the other one?
Roku, yeah.
Roku is another device that basically...
With Netflix, you can...
Netflix, basically. It's another piece of hardware that they expect the software to drive the sales on the hardware.
I've been reading some of the reviews from the people. Some of them are saying, well, what do you need the extra piece of equipment for? You already have enough. Other ones have said, well, by the time I got it home, opened up the box, set it up, it was 25 minutes till they could watch 24. And they also said that the download time was really, really fast.
Yeah.
So forget trying to download, well, for some people, trying to download off of, off the internet.
Yeah.
Although, they don't have all those network games. These are just for blockbuster movies, whereas the other ones are the network stations, right, and for their series.
Yeah, but we're going to have more on, consumer electronics business is a massive business. And like I said, software for virtually everything. I mean, everything today that is digital has software updates to it. So,
and also knowing the price of the software, they also determine what you end up getting.
That's right. You take advantage of, like, we're getting ready to upgrade some software. Instead of buying it packaged, we're downloading it for the internet because we got a better deal off the internet than you can buy packaged.
Yeah, so when it comes to being a smart consumer, it's not only knowing the cost of the hardware, but knowing the cost of the software.
That's right.
And everything that goes with it.
Because the cost of the software, that's another reason, cost of software can drive the purchase of the hardware. If the software that you're buying is cost prohibitive, you aren't going to buy that piece of hardware to go with it. I mean, like I said, Apple computers, the perfect example. An Apple iPod, the perfect example. A computer the software is massively expensive for. The iPod, the software is made so cheap that you just can't afford not to.